If it's great entertainment for teens and almost teens, it must be Encore's Multiplex. Now kids 8 to 16 have their own channel for information and entertainment 24 hours a day on Encore's WAM. Call your programming provider for details. Bob Hope and Dorothy Lamour are on the road to Hong Kong, next on Encore. Encore's Primetime Forecast. Tonight, the effect of gamma rays on man-in-the-moon marigolds. Wednesday, Donald Sutherland is living life to the fullest. Joanna. Thursday, John Travolta and Lily Tomlin are reversing roles in Moment by Moment. Friday, Wendy Hughes and Norman Kay star in the offbeat love story Lonely Hearts. Saturday, Jane Fonda is falling in love. Sunday in New York. Sunday, Olivia de Havilland stars in Light in the Piazza. Monday, Albert Finney and Audrey Hepburn are saving their marriage, 2 for the road. See the hit movies of the 60s, 70s, and 80s only on Encore.
I have a very important announcement to make.
You ever wanted to know what it's all about?
In June, Stars and Encore bring refreshing entertainment home to you.
Are you ready?
Stars, big movies from the 90s every night. And Encore, hit movies from the 60s, 70s, and 80s.
I'm a little surprised myself.
Don't miss this summer full of great entertainment on Stars and Encore.
Don't stand there, Corbin!
The Owl and the Pussycat, all this month on Encore. See the hit movies of the 60s, 70s, and 80s, only on Encore.
Encore wants you for the French Foreign Legion.
Don't look at me.
Travel to distant lands. Enjoy camaraderie with your fellow man. Try new cuisine. And enjoy the thrill of battle. Michael York.
So, the obligatory duel to the death.
Peter Ustinov.
As hero and villain, it is expected of us.
And Marty Feldman.
If it be so, then so be it.
It is so.
Then so it be.
The last remake of Beau, Geste. All this month on Encore. See the hit movies of the 60s, 70s, and 80s only on Encore.
You know, I'm not quite sure I understand that. Never mind, it sounds good.
I just got the strangest phone call from some hospital in South Texas. They say they found Travis.
A man walks out of the Texas desert with no memory of his past.
How long have I been gone, do you know?
4 years.
Is 4 years a long time?
Now he has to piece his life together.
Dad?
Yeah.
Where'd you go all that time?
Without tearing his family apart.
I've been treating you like a spoiled kid ever since I picked you up in the desert. Now you tell me what happened with you and Jane.
Harry Dean Stanton, Dean Stockwell, in a film written by Sam Shepard. Paris, Texas, all this month on Encore.
Is a girl that's been going around with a fellow a reasonable length of time supposed to go to bed with him or not?
Jane Fonda discovers love in the Big Apple.
Usually a dirty joke starts it off.
It's 1963's romantic romp,
I know a joke that's appropriate, but I'm afraid to tell it.
co-starring Cliff Robertson
Well, I hope you told him where to go.
and Rod Taylor.
You women are not predictable.
Sunday in New York. This month on Encore.
That'll do it.
Did you find a job?
Yeah, I got something at the striptease. I help the girls dress and undress.
Nice job.
20 francs a week.
Not very much.
It's all I can afford.
Academy Award winner Woody Allen has been entertaining moviegoers for the last 30 years with offbeat parodies and sophisticated comedies and dramas. He started out as a gag writer for television shows while working as a stand-up comic. And you can see the influence in his silver screen debut in 1965's What's New, Pussycat? If you watch carefully, you can also see another star's silver screen debut. Louise Lasser, Allen's wife at the time and future star of TV's Mary Hartman, makes a brief appearance as an extra in What's New, Pussycat. These two stars have gone on to break new ground in the worlds of film and television. And you can see them this month on Encore in What's New, Pussycat?, their silver screen debut.
Activate now on 5.
Encore takes you behind the headlines
Nothing can go wrong.
to reveal the fantastic truth about cowboys and aliens.
There you go.
First, Richard Benjamin.
Wow.
James Brolin.
Pretty realistic, huh?
And Yul Brynner.
Your move.
From the creator of Jurassic Park, a deadly renegade robot runs amok in Westworld.
He's after me! You haven't got a chance.
Then Cindy Williams,
Adam and Eve were astronauts.
Fred Ward,
Get the net, boys.
and Harry Dean Stanton.
Law of nature at work there somewhere.
A small town prepares for visitors from outer space in Uforia.
I'm supposed to tell everybody to get ready for it when it comes.
June 18th, it's astounding science fiction.
It's the truth.
Westworld at 7:30, Uforia at 9.
We know it's coming. Do we know it's coming?
Coming up tonight on Encore at 7:15, JoBeth Williams is taking the trip of her life in American Dreamer. At 9, the effect of gamma rays on Man in the Moon marigolds. Then at 11, Barbra Streisand and George Segal are the Owl and the Pussycat.
Encore takes you back in time to 1962, when our next feature was first presented.
America was looking to the skies as 1962 marked one of the most important years in space. John Glenn became the first American to orbit the Earth. Scott Carpenter and Wally Schirra followed Glenn's trail as each successfully took turns orbiting the globe. The three men were not alone high above the Earth, as a Telstar satellite was launched, sending back the first live television pictures broadcast from Europe. But the most spectacular images we witnessed that year were not man-made. Mariner 2 reached Venus, transmitting the first up-close footage of the planet. The skies were also busy with air travel, as the first Boeing 727 Trijet was unveiled. Our successes above the ground were marred, however, by the ever-increasing Cold War with the Soviet Union. For 7 days, the world held its breath as Kennedy and Khrushchev battled over the placing of missiles in Cuba. The American president set up a blockade and waited for the Russians to back down in what was to become known as the Cuban Missile Crisis. Tensions were also building in Southeast Asia, where the communists were seemingly winning their fight for control of the region. President Kennedy ordered American Marines into Thailand to stem the tide of the growing threat. Back home, we were yet to be concerned with Vietnam. As we danced to the beat of rock and roll, the twist became number one. We were swaying to the Latin beats of the bossa nova and the African-inspired Watusi. But folk music began to stir our social awareness as Bob Dylan's Blowin' in the Wind went to number one. In sports, we witnessed Wilt Chamberlain of the Philadelphia Warriors score the first 100 points in a single basketball game. Television also made history as Johnny Carson took over for the popular Jack Parr on The Tonight Show. But it was the death of a superstar which made the most news, as Marilyn Monroe was found dead from an apparent overdose of sleeping pills. 1962, a year we soared and celebrated the accomplishments in space as we tried to keep peace back on Earth.
Of all the great comedy duos we've seen in modern times, few have surpassed the popularity and scope of Bob Hope and Bing Crosby. Hi, I'm Ron Pearson for Encore, and I'm proud to present The Road to Hong Kong, the 7th and last road picture made by those lovable comedy veterans, Bob and Bing. The Road to Hong Kong is an entertaining movie about a pair of vaudevillians, Hope and Crosby, who stumble onto international and interplanetary intrigue. Hope has an accident which causes him to lose his memory, and when it's restored, he has the amazing power to memorize anything, including a top-secret formula for space travel. Joan Collins appears as a secret agent who helps the boys out of their jam, and with whom they are both smitten. Hope and Crosby's signature road pictures began in 1940 with The Road to Singapore, a hilarious journey filled with spoofs and gags, and of course, the beautiful Dorothy Lamour. The trio became so popular, in fact, that their escapades spanned another 21 years. Filmed in England, the boys, as so many people like to call them, entertained large crowds, ad-libbing take after take, until finally the director, Norman Panama, would shout, "Is this one for real?" The audience adored the horseplay, which paid off on the screen. But producer Melvin Frank, who had engineered the road pictures from the start, could only force a smile watching the expensive film stock being gobbled up like popcorn.
Yeah, well, do it on your own loom, huh?
Great cameo appearances are made by Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, David Niven, and watch for the brilliant Peter Sellers as the Indian doctor responsible for Bob's fantastic recovery.
Is that the plot of the picture so far?
Dorothy Lamour, who starred with Bob and Bing in the first 6 pictures, appears as herself. Getting Lamour to commit to doing the film was a minor victory. The star had initially refused the role, having already learned that the lead had been offered to Joan Collins. Suspecting that age was a factor, Lamour forced the producers into some heavy pleading. While running a successful cosmetics business in New York at the time, she told the producers, "I might use the money for another yacht, but didn't need it to put bread on the table." So the filmmakers agreed to expand the role, and Lamour flew to London to recreate the old magic with pals Hope and Crosby. So if you've come to a fork in the road and you don't know which way to turn, try the road to Hong Kong. It's bound to be an entertaining journey worth taking.
The following feature is not rated.